What is going on, Terra Tribe? This is Nate with Terrafade Exotics, and today we're going to be repotting some Amorphophallus titanum. The Amorphophallus titanum, or Titanum, is the largest unbranched, keyword unbranched, flower in the world, and it's native to Sumatra. It likes hot, humid, and moist soil. If you're ever looking to grow one of these, you're going to be waiting at least 10 years before it flowers. And then, once it flowers, you're going to regret it if it's inside your house. The Amorphophallus titanum is part of the corpse flower family. They are old world flowers which have developed a rotten flesh smell to attract its pollinators, which are flies and beetles. One of the keys with Amorphophallus, many Amorphophallus, the male and female parts of the flower develop at different times. This helps to prevent cross-pollination. So if you ever hope to cultivate these plants, you'll need to. There are two types of cycles for Amorphophallus titanum. One being the leaf cycle. For up to 10 years, it produces umbrella-like leaves. And then once that period is hit and specific conditions are met, the plant will throw up a large spathe. This spathe will open up into the flower, in which many of you have seen at botanical gardens across the world. When repotting, you don't want much root disturbance, as that can be severely detrimental to the plant, sometimes almost causing death. You want to be very careful in pulling out the soil in one large block and quickly transferring it into another prepared pot for this plant. In many cases, these bulbs will get very large. So today we're going to go through and repot the two titanums that I have in hopes that we can continue to grow these and possibly get a flower 8 years from now. These are seed grown. I started with 10. I have given a few away. I've sold a few, but I've kept 2 for myself in hopes that possibly we'll be able to pollinate these plants later on down the line. So let's get to it. So for repotting, we want to go with a larger pot. These are 8-inch pots, and these will house the plants for another couple years. We want a pot that's deep enough to allow the roots to roam and wide enough to allow for the bulb to grow without being restricted. The potting mixes we're going to use today are Colocasia potting mix, which is really good at creating a moist, breathable soil, the environment that Amorphophallus needs to survive. This soil is also good for, well, Colocasias, cryptocorns, Bucephalandra, and Spathiphyllum, among many other wetter-loving aroid species. On top of the Colocasia mix that we're going to be using, we're also going to be using our tropical houseplant mix. The combination of those two together will create the perfect environment for this plant to thrive until its new repot, which we will change into its larger house, hopefully a couple years down the line. Amorphophallus titanum is a very heavy feeder, especially during foliage growth, so you really want to give it as much food as possible. Our mixes are already supplemented with nutrients, a time release, and extra nutrients to help the plant kick right off, but at the same time we're going to want to add more boost. So that's why we have pure earthworm castings, black gold, and we're going to use this as a topper. So every time we water top down, the plant will just continue to get more and more of the nutrients that it needs to produce larger foliage and more healthier foliage, and to help to continue the growth of that bulb. We have our mix here, and I also have another 5-gallon bucket of our houseplant mix that we use in our pots. And all I'm gonna do is create a lasagna. So I'm gonna put in some Colocasia mix, and then some houseplant mix. And once I've topped, just gonna blend these two together and create a divot for the pot to sit in. Save our tags. These were seed grown 4/13/2018. So we're coming into our 3rd year of growing. We're going to be careful because these plants do have the foliage and it's very easy to snap these off. They are very soft. We're going to grab it and support it and just tip it upside down. As you can see, we have a lot of healthy root growth. Rambling on, I don't see any dead roots. A lot of nice healthy ones. So from here, we're going to grab the bottom and turn it upside down. And it's okay if some of the soil falls apart. We just want to be careful not to damage the roots or break them. So you're going to gently put it into place. Now from here, get them secured where you would like them. And we're going to top with Colocasia mix. You want to be careful packing down. Again, we don't want to break and disturb those roots as much as we can, so a light tamp is always good, but we don't want to go super compact. So from here we have a nice top of Colocasia mix. And all we're going to do is we're going to take some earthworm castings and spread it along the top of the soil. You don't need a thick layer, as there is a time release fertilizer in here as well. But a good layer to start out with. So as you water, the earthworm castings get released down into the soil. And there you have it, a potted Amorphophallus titanum seedling. We're going into our 3rd year of growth here for these plants. We hope that in another 7 years we'll be able to have flowers. And we thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section down below. We'll make sure to comment as soon as possible. Don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to our channel. We're going to be trying to put out more content about plant care later on in the future. And hit that bell notification icon. That'll give you an update as to when we release new content. And if you're interested in any of the products you've seen today in this video, the link will be down in the description below. Thank you for watching. Gotta go, gotta grow.